We're back here with another Throwback Thursday, which I'm excited to do it on one of our favorite decks, I would say. This is like one of my most published decks. It's Grixis Death Shadow. And I want to thank Wet Willie for recommending doing it on Grixis Death Shadow because, that makes a lot of sense. So this is Grixis Death Shadow from Pro Tour Rivals of Exelon, this is Ben Friedman's list. And as we can tell from today and back then, one big thing that's different about this deck is there's no Lurrus, right? So, we're kind of, not playing with Lurrus. We have some interesting choices now. We have, big 2 cards are Street Wraith and Gurmag Angler, right? We are able to play this, essentially 1 mana 5/5, which today is something, and then Street Wraith to, turn on our Shadow a little bit earlier. Another interesting thing is we're not running Ragavan's obviously, but we are doing Snapcaster stuff. Stubborn Denial is I don't know if it's gonna be a good card now, but it's definitely interesting. So like the main deck, it's kind of weird. Like we're running Teamer Battle Rage, which is a blast from the past, essentially being replaced by Dress Down now. It's a little iffy. Your Angler used to be like a really problematic threat, but now there's Unholy Heat, so I'm kind of interested to see how this card performs. We might not run into it in our 3 games, but there's definitely a chance this card is just like unkillable by some decks because Bolt doesn't hit it, which was like the biggest problem in the past. Also, Fatal Push was like the most popular removal spell, which is why we're running 4, which isn't really ran anymore. Unholy Heat kind of taken over that. But for the main deck, it looks pretty, old traditional Grixis Death Shadow. We're running 17 lands. We're very land light. We're trying to have that density of spells. We got the, Snapcasting Age for some card advantage. Card advantage also in the fact that we typically can just kill our opponent before they do anything. Terribly important. Sideboard, also a little interesting. We have, Ceremonious Rejection, which I'm not sure if there is really a deck I will bring this in against. You could bring arguments for Hammer Time, but I think that's about it. So I'm kind of interested in that. Rakdos Charm, which I actually kind of like a lot. Definitely versatile, especially now. Like, each creature deals 1/2. Its controllers actually maybe viable. Destroy target artifact, pretty decent. And, exile target player's graveyard. Versatile card. Always fine with charms. Collective Brutality, I don't think I'd be playing this now. In my current Grixis Death Shadow list, I actually don't run any. Even though like some people are a little bit worried about Burn, I don't think I terribly care about Burn. I think it's a pretty decent mashup, at least for the current meta game. This one, maybe not so much. So that's a decent reason to have it. We have Liliana the Veil in the sideboard, which I actually kind of like right now, especially if you're not running Lurrus. I mean, obviously, if you're running Lurrus, you can't be doing this. So, that's okay. Static Caster probably won't be coming in against anything. The only deck I could see it is like Elves or, Hammer Time. If like, I don't even think Hammer Time would be terribly relevant. But then the rest of these cards I think are fine. EE's pretty decent. K Return's always a good card. K Command will probably come in a decent amount. And I do like Liliana in this deck. Pretty decent, can pick off some things, buy back our Gurmag Anglers or Death Shadow, Snapcaster Mage, all of that stuff. So the main things I want to think about is like, how is Stubborn Denial? I'm kind of interested to see how this card performs. I don't think it's going to be very good, but who knows? It could definitely be worse than just Drown the Lock, and I don't know. I want to see how bad it also hurts to not have Lurrus, and lastly, probably how good our Gurmag Angler is now. But anyways, before I get into the first match, if you would like, comment, subscribe, that'd be awesome. And keep commenting, like, if you have any, like, old decks that you want me to do, because that really does help. Wet Willie, I thank you for that. And, yeah, I'm getting into the first one. We're here for the first match, and we're looking at our hand. I think this is a keep, especially on the draw. We're not up against a Lurrus deck, so I think this hand is fine. I'm not particularly certain, but I mean we are very is this burn? Is this burn? This would definitely be a problem if this is burn, but let's just I'm not gonna cycle the Street Wraith just yet, just in case it is burn. But it's gonna be a tight game if it is burn. Not many decks lead with Arid Mesa these days. But Burn typically does play Lurrus. At least I would be playing Lurrus if I was doing it. Oh, it is not. Oh my god, this is definitely a brew here. So we have Fire, Ice, Spell Snare, which I don't think Spell Snare is going to do too much. We do have a TBR, but that's about all. Fire Ice is kind of annoying. This Magma Opus is kind of terrifying, though. Definitely kind of scary. I don't think there's any other card. It's like, I think it's either between Magma Opus or Fire Ice, and I think I'm fine taking the Fire Ice, actually. So let's do that. Let's do that. This is definitely an interesting deck from our opponent. I'm definitely... So, right off the bat, I'm thinking Spells, or not Spell Snare, because I saw their Spell Snare. God, what's it called? Stubborn Denial, gonna be great here, right? The Skirmag Angler, also probably gonna be good next turn, right? We're probably just gonna slam it, because they are probably on red removal spells, I would assume. I mean, they do play Hallowed Fountain, but... Actually, something I didn't mention. This card, Gurmag Angler, might be pretty decent against... I mean, it is pretty decent against Prismatic Ending, right? They can't really hit Gurmag Angler unless, I don't know, they're making up colors of mana, but that is pretty decent. So maybe this card's not bad, but let's see. So next turn we get to go, let's say Street Wraith is 1, this is 2, or this is 3, this is 6. So yeah, we can slam our Gurmag Angler next turn. I'm not 100% certain we're going to do that, but it's a pretty decent chance we will. Depending, like if we draw Thoughtseize, we might just go Thoughtseize Shadow here. But who knows? Our opponent is in the tank, or they're just stalling on their end step here. Oh, Magma Opus. So I guess our question is, are they like gear hulking, or like how are they cheating out a Magma Opus is the real question. Or is this just like a really interesting take on what blue or Jeskai control? I'm not certain. Like I would think Magma Opus they would need, it's like I don't know what cards, I don't know if was it Niv Mizzix's Mastery is legal. I don't think it is. I think there would be decks around that, so I don't think it's that. I'm more convinced it's Gear Hulk, but even Gear Hulk would be a little awkward, right? I don't know if I would be playing that in Modern. So I don't know. I don't know. They're probably treating it out of the graveyard somehow, and I'm trying to look at our sideboard on like what we want against that. Probably just the brutalities, to be honest. But I'm not actually certain here. So they're going Hallowed Fountain. They have 2 mystery cards. Inquisition. Well, I think we're going to be doing that instead of Gurmag Anglering. I don't know if that's the correct term for it. Oh, Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble is not bad. Allows us to see their top card, gives us more information here. We're 1 off from going Gurmag Angler, sadly. So I think we're going to just go Inquisition here. Okay, they have a counter spell on top. That is good to know. Good to know. Let's see what they do here. They might fire... So I think we might take the Spell Snare here, because I have a feeling they're going to fire off the Consider. But if they don't fire off the Consider, I think we're going to take it. But it's very contextual what their hand is. So, or we're going to take this Path. Yeah, I think Path is the only option now that we think about it. Yeah, there's really nothing else to take here. So just take the Path. We will fetch I guess a Watery Grave here. So their hand is Fire Ice, Magma Opus, Consider. I'm assuming they're going to keep this, whatchamacallit, on top the counter spell. But that's not a land, so they might bin it. Who knows? Consider is definitely a kind of a hard card to use. I'm also kind of interesting, like an interesting decision here. Like, would we be playing Consider in this deck? Let's say if Luris wasn't legal, we might. I'm not sure. I think that would be like a fairly decent like option. So, not actually certain. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. I wasn't even thinking that our Death Shadow could get killed by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We couldn't play the Gurmag Angler though. Yeah, this is probably a mistake running out Death Shadow here when we know they have a Fire Ice. That was just I'm just talking and not paying attention. But they might not go for it. No, they do. Our opponent's too big brain. Not really, but I was just being stupid. I was just being dumb. I'll just draw another counter, or not a counter spell, just draw another discard spell, right? Or Death Shadow, that works. That works. I think we're gonna play Death Shadow first, and then if they do nothing, we just pass. If they don't, we'll just, if they counter it, we'll play Gurmag Angler. If not, we're fine just passing and using our Thought Scour on our end step here. Well, never mind. Let's just Thoughtseize here. But that's what we kind of wanted, so let's see if they counterspell it. I feel like there's no real reason to counterspell this from their position. But maybe they do. If they do, that's kind of cool for us. But I don't think I would, right? There's no real reason. It's just like wasting your mana. Yeah. Yeah, let's just take the counterspell. Let's just slam our Shadow here. I think Shadow is better in this deck because, it grows larger than a 5/5. Maybe there is some argument to like getting the 5/5 down and actually having a 3-turn clock no matter what. But I'm not certain here. They're making a treasure. Okay. Don't know what that means. Like, what card are they drawing here that kind of punishes us for them discarding this? I don't know. I really have no clue. Let's see. I think we're pretty well off here. Like, I guess worst draw for us would be like, Snapcaster Mage or something like that. Because then they get to go Snap Path here. But like, even that's not too bad. Or a Teferi. A Teferi would be annoying. Is this a bolt? Blue. Consider. Okay. Nope. Did my game just crash? Nope. Okay. It just lagged for a second. They're shocking. That's interesting, to say the least. Definitely interesting. I guess I'm kind of concerned about getting got by like snap bolts. But they haven't shown us the bolts. We know they have a spell snare in hand, so I don't think there's any real reason to be like scared about that. Let's just go get a blue source here. I think it's going to be Steam Vents. Oh, what's this? I don't know what they're doing, to be honest. What could this be? It's like a snap path. An Archmage's Charm? Okay. That's honestly pretty cool for us. Yeah, let's look at the Steam Vents here. Okay, what do we want to keep in there? All of our spells. Don't need Mistress Baubles, correct? And we probably want to leave one Shadow in there, so I think that's fine. I think do we run a K command in the main? I actually kind of don't remember. If we do, that's a reason to keep a creature in there. And I guess I'm gonna do this now. Let's see what we draw. There's like Gurmag Angler is a reason to do it now. Like if we drew Gurmag Angler, we could have, played both of them, but we did not. We did not. Dang, we milled over our Snap. That's kind of what we want. Snap would be so good right now. So good. Oh, well, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. I wonder if like there's a world where we're just like, I don't know, if they play like a Teferi here, are we just fatal pushing our Gurmag Angler just to get another card in the bin? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I think we would. I think we're actually paying full cost for this Gurmag Angler here too. Like we're tapping all of our mana. I don't think there's any reason to delve away more things than we need to. Yeah, let's leave. I don't think we need a Thoughtseize. Let's leave Snap and Thought Scour. Let me just make sure that we do have a Kolaghan's Command in the main. We don't. Okay, so that doesn't matter. It does not matter. But I think we're good here. I'm not sure like what cards would kill us here. Okay, we got there. So we're getting into sideboard. So as we said, I think Brutality is fine. I think K commands are fine. I'm definitely concerned on what they're doing with Magma Opus. So let's just, take out our Fatal Pushes. These cards can just, I don't know, they're not important here. I think same thing with this member. So I think Lilies can come in. I'm not sure if Liliana the Last Hope or Veil is better. TBR might be bad against the Path deck. I'm kind of fine cutting a TBR here. It's either that or the bolts, but I kind of like having one bolt. So I think we're fine with this. I don't think there's anything else that we like. Rakdos Charm, maybe if they show us that they're doing something with the graveyard, but I don't think so. It's kind of interesting that this deck doesn't run like any spell bomb effects, something like that. I think that's a little weird, even in the past, because the tournament Rivals, I'm pretty sure when I was looking at it, was the tournament where is it Phoenix was popular? That might be a little that seems like it's a little too soon. So I think that is a little too soon, but I don't know. It's weird that there's no graveyard hate. I don't know. I actually Rivals was before I even started playing Magic, so that's a little bit out of my, or at least I would say playing competitively or paying attention to it. So it's a little bit out of my timeline. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. We have our one TBR. We have a pretty decent hand here. A little bit before my timeline, so I think we're gonna do the bobble trick here. Ooh, yeah, we're definitely doing the bobble trick. We definitely don't want to land here. Liliana of the Last Hope. I kind of like that. And then we just get to go Gurmag Thoughtseize Gurmag Angler next turn. Because we just go Thoughtscour on the end step and then Thoughtseize Gurmag Angler. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Hopefully we don't get too, got by something that they have. But I don't really know what their deck is doing, so. Just yield to the end step here. Maybe not. We'll pretend like we have a stubborn denial here. We do run those, so maybe we can juke them here. Let's see. This is okay. I'm not going crazy. We do have enough cards in our bin, right? Because this is 1, 2, 5, 6. So we have enough. Thought scour ourselves. Another discard spell, which is pretty good. Ooh, and Stubborn Denial. Yeah, let's just fire off the Inquisition here. We actually have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we have 7 cards. They're going to the bin because I didn't count the fetch land. There's a chance we might just fire off the other Thoughtseize here and wait with our Gurmag Angler. But it definitely will depend on what their hand's looking like. So yeah, this is like a reason to wait. It's path and counterspell, 2 answers to our threats. So we'll take the counterspell because we don't want them countering this Thoughtseize here. I mean, I guess it's essentially the same thing, but we'll do it this way because why not, right? We'll guarantee that we get the both of these spells. We could take the Jace, but I don't think I really care about Jace. It's kind of slow and dirtily. I don't know. It doesn't really do too much. It doesn't give them a play. And I don't want to have to aggressively use my Stubborn Denial to protect our Gurmag Angler. Island. Shadow? Well, that's pretty good. Well, that one is pretty good. So let's get a Watery Grave here. Let's go Shadow. Gurmag Angler. Feel good about ourselves here. What do we not need? Inquisition? Yeah. Alright. We're looking pretty decent here. Especially if they didn't draw a spell here. But even a path here, I'm going to let go. I don't think I want them resolving a Jace. So Are they dead next turn? They're dead to a fetch land, right? Fetch shock 7, 14, 19 exactly, yeah. So if we draw a fetch land, they are dead. As long as we can get Steam Vents, but I'm like 99% sure every fetch land can get a Steam Vents in our deck. That would just be bad deck building, and I'm assuming Ben Friedman knows what they're doing. So, are they just gonna, play this Jace and die? I would love that. I would love it. Seems like that looks like it's gonna be the no? Prismatic Ending. I mean, I don't really know why I would counter this, but yeah. It's kind of awkward, right? Because I kind of want to counter this because I want to be able to play this Liliana next turn. Yeah, I think I'm fine countering. If we didn't know their hand so well and there's only one mystery card, I think like not countering's fine. And like I think the cards that beat us here are Board Wipe, which would be Supreme Verdict, which we can't counter anyways. Jace doesn't matter on this board because they bounce what Gurmag Angler or Shadow. It doesn't really matter either way. Hollowed Fountain, okay. So fetch land and you're dead. Inquisition. It's not a bad one, but it's probably gonna whiff here. So let's just attack. Let's just attack. Maybe I should have Liliana downticked, just bought Street Wraith and dealt more damage. If their last card is a counterspell, that would have been bad, but okay, it's not. I think I should have done this. Yeah, we'll return Street Wraith. I think we should have done this pre-combat, but, we make mistakes. We make mistakes. They'd be at 8, which is a lot scarier. But if they just go Jace, downtick, they're dead. We have a Teamer Battle Rage, and we have Insurance with Inquisition. But if it's like Jace into Path, they could be in it. Definitely could be in it. I don't think. I mean, it's definitely like a possibility, but even then, I think we're like okay. But I think us play. I don't think playing like this really did much. Okay, it is a verdict. So that was like the worst option for sure. Definitely was the worst option. Okay. Let's go Street Wraith. Sure. Snapcaster Mage. Snap Thoughtseize seems pretty decent here. We do lose to Bolt, but they haven't shown us a Bolt. Well, I think we're actually going to take the Teferi here. Because this doesn't do much by itself. I guess if they're just slamming Teferi, that's really not that great. They're at 10. No. This is awkward either way, right? I think we take Teferi. I think Jace is a lot more manageable. Because they're probably not bouncing here. If they just draw Bolt, we're dead, but, that's kind of like okay. It's like okay. Jace, which is fine. They'd probably just Brainstorm. I couldn't imagine. They could tick up. This is fine. Don't just draw Bolt, please. Please. Please don't do it to us. That'd be sad. Land, okay. Relic. That's pretty annoying. That's annoying. Well, we still can deal with the Jace. We're gonna Team or Battle Rage our Snapcaster Mage to kill the Jace, assuming their hand isn't something annoying. Like a Teferi. Okay, Castle Vantress. That one is kind of annoying. I think we have a swamp that we can go get. Yeah, okay. Thought Scour ourselves here. It's not bad. I think we tick up, and next turn we'll down tick, grab our snap. Teamer Battle Rage. It's the best card ever. Totally doing what we were meant to do. Teamer Battle Rage to deal with a Jace. That's what we came to do today. God, we are so low. God, even that, honestly, we might just collect a Brutality here. Doesn't seem that bad. Thoughtseize, great. Great. Mill. Let's get the snap back. And I guess we're swinging here. Do we play... I guess that is a good question. Do we play our Liliana or do we like snap Brutality here? I think I'm fine just playing Lily. Even though snap Brutality is really not that bad, but just having 2 Planeswalkers on the battlefield seems pretty decent. If they counter it, it's fine. Okay, what is our last card? Another Castle Mantras. We're still definitely not in like the best spot here, but I think next turn what we're gonna do is snap Brutality, and then I'm feeling pretty decent here. If they just like top deck a Bolt here, which obviously there's a pretty decent chance they can do that, which, you know, would not be great. 2 to the bottom. Well, that is good for us. That is very good for us. Please? Just draw land? Or Jace? Jace is fine. No, Jace is kind of scary. Alright, well, they concede, so I'm guessing it's not a good one. Wow, we were drawing the gassy gas. Alright, well, I will see you all in match number 2. We're here for match number 2, and I think this hand sadly is not good enough. So let's hit the mole. Oh my goodness, this hand doesn't look that great either. I'll keep it. I think we're gonna bottom this island, and we're gonna hope that we're up against a creature deck. God, both of these hands are not very Relic as the first play. It's interesting. Okay, fetch land's not awful, but Relic is kind of awful. Relic is what are they on? I'm assuming our Fatal Pushes are not going to be live Magic cards. Another Bobble. Fine, that's so bad, but like, we kind of need to be drawing good spells, and if we draw another land, I think the game's over. So I think I'm going to keep it, even though I don't think it's particularly strong, and that is like the reason why we kind of didn't need this fetch land here. Okay. What card is on top? Bloodstained Mire? Okay, no, we can't keep that. Cannot keep that one. Yeah, let's just get a Watery Grave here. Not particularly certain it matters if we get Watery Grave or Blood Crypt, but I kind of want them to be afraid of a Watery Grave. Kind of like represents, you know, counter magic a little bit. Oh no. No, not more lands, please. Please, no more lands. Field of Ruin? Oh no. Alright, well, we tried, right? I don't really know what our opponent's doing, but they're definitely doing something that's better than what we're doing right now, which is just drawing lands. And I think we might just concede to conceal information here. Thoughtseize does like nothing. Yeah, I think we'll. It's bad to move on to the next game, but I kind of don't want to show them what we're playing. Like, there's not like a guarantee. I mean, we're probably playing Shadow with Mistress Baubles. Yeah, okay, whatever. We'll stick it out. Okay, well, we can't beat Clothis. That is for sure. And we're playing against something over here. I don't know what this is, but it's something. Definitely something. Bloodstained Mire, Murderous Rider. Well, I think this is like Jun Control. I assume. Like, that's kind of what it seems like. Bend the Swamp. We probably should have just played Shadow out here, right? Actually, no, there's no reason to. All right, I'll move on. We can't beat that one. That's the nail in the coffin for sure. Okay, so what do we want? We want K commands. We want the Planeswalkers for sure. And I think that's it. What do we not want? Probably not the Inquisitions. I don't know about Dismember. Like, they didn't really show us creatures either, but I think Dismember is worse than Fatal Push here. Like, TBR is also very, like, very, very bad here. It's probably worse than the, discard spells. Man, okay, I think this is, like, the best we can do here. They're probably on Tarmogoyfs, but I don't know for sure. Let's just hope they're on like Fatal Pushes and Bolts. I highly doubt that deck is running Unholy Heat, so let's keep our hands. Let's keep a good one here. Jesus. That's so bad. We got a mulligan that one. Alright, this hand's definitely better. I'm going to put back the Fatal Push here. I don't think it's going to be terribly strong, but there's definitely a chance it's not horrible. Hopefully they don't just go turn 1 Relic again, because that would be that would be something. That would not be good, especially with this hand. Double snap, like we might as well as just like be okay, packing it in again. But oh nope, don't want to cast this one. Street Wraith. Sure. I think maybe playing the fetch is like okay, but I'm not going to. Man, why you gotta do this to me? Okay, at least that's a good one, right? Bobble, hit the bin, hit the exile. Stubborn Denial, that's actually not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I'll Stubborn Denial like a 2-drop or something. Okay, they're passing. Okay. Do we not just fetch a tapped land? Sure. I'm like kind of concerned that we're just gonna get Clothis here, and like our deck can't be Clothis. Like that is like for sure a fact, right? So I think we're just gonna have to accept the fact that if they have a Clothis, we are dead. Because I mean, we can't deal with it, right? We can't counter it, so let's just play our Lily here, tick it up, and discard this Polluted Delta. Please, let's cross our fingers that it's not Clothis. Or Blood Moon, honestly. I don't know why they'd be playing Blood Moon, but the way their mana base looks like, it definitely could be a Blood Moon deck. There are just too many things I'm like kind of concerned about here. Let's see what they fetch. They fetch like okay, Overgrown Tomb. Is this a Assassin's Trophy? Okay, we'll get our islands. We got our Stubborn Denial up here. Just not Clothis. Anything but Clothis. We can't beat that card, right? I mean, maybe if we draw, I guess we get to snap Thought Scour here, and maybe we get to draw not that one. If we draw what? Oh, maybe I should tap differently to hold up Stubborn Denial. If we draw like a Death, okay, well that's what I was talking about. A Death Shadow, we're like okay here. Okay, I mean we're like alive. Maybe not well, but we're alive. They essentially have 5 cards in hand, which I'm assuming this has to be like a bunch of removal spells as well. They're exiling a land? Oh no. Is this Bloodbraid Elf? Okay. What the Would I have ever brought that in a million years against us? No, but holy Jesus, that just got us so bad. Oh my. That's something. Ooh, that's funny. Wow. Wow, yeah, okay. Oof, boil. I haven't seen that card in a second. Please just exile our, like, non-land cards. Because that was, wow. 1, 2. Wait, do we only have 2 lands? Yeah, we did, I guess. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Did we? Wow. No, we had 4 lands, yeah. I'm just being dumb. Murderous Rider. You've got it. Assassin's Trophy. Sad. Okay. How do we win this game? If we draw a... What, a fetch land maybe? Or, you know, another blue card? Oh, man. Our opponent is a freaking stud. Boiling us into oblivion. God, that was so brutal. Oh, another Relic. Honestly, Relic and Colossus is, like, not the best combo I've ever seen in my life. But I don't think it's really going to matter. Fetch land? This is, oh man, what a game. What a game. Okay, I think our opponent's probably gonna attack. I think we gotta block. Oh man. Our hand is not good, my friends. You don't gotta tell me. They took a Snapcaster Mage, really? Okay. I think we're, oh, they're not even attacking. I guess they're like in no rush to do literally anything. Okay. Well, I think we're dead here. Because what? We go to 4. I guess if we draw a shadow next turn into a fetch land, we're alive. That is like our 1 out. Has to be that sequence exactly, I think. And that means that they can't draw anything. Which, you know, could happen. And I don't know. Now we don't even have that out, right? Because they're at a higher life total than 15 or 13 or 12, I should say. So yeah, we are, I think we're actually just like 0% here. We don't have any life gain. Veil of no. No. I've got Veil of Summer in so long. I forgot how much that card pains me. Alright, well, we got pretty well by that boil. It does feel good to see the Jund deck like absolutely annihilate us. Gurmag Angler, sure. We'll play it and concede. I guess what we could have done is we could have drawn. Well, do we have 1 TBR? No, we didn't. Yeah, we didn't have any outs. All right. Well, I'll see you all for match number 3, our final match, and hopefully we don't get boiled again because that was brutal. Oh my, I did not expect that, and holy, we got. So yeah, I'll see you all in match number 3. We're here for the final match, and I think we have a pretty decent looking 7. Okay, we're up against a Ketria Triome deck, so maybe this Stubborn Eye will be pretty Gucci. So, ooh, I might have wanted to fetch before cycling the Street Wraith, but that's a good reason not to, right? Bobble's pretty good. We get to do the scry trick. Do we want a Street Wraith? Ugh. That's like kind of like the same thing as shuffling, except 2 less life. I'm gonna keep it. I don't really know if that's right or wrong. This Thoughtseize. Let's see what we want to take. Ugh. I feel like Teferi is the best option here. Like, these Shark Typhoons are annoying, but it's either that or Charm, right? Those are both pretty good. But what is more annoying? I think it's the I'm gonna take the Charm. Oh god, that's so like questionable though. Definitely could see it going either way. Really what we're hoping for is they just don't hit a land drop. Okay, they have a Spreading Seas, that's pretty good. Let's cycle the Street Wraith, find our, nope. See if we find something here. Another Thought Scour. Kind of having a tough time here finding the right stoof. Okay, tapped land. Alright, guess we're getting a Watery Grave. Oh my god, we've milled our Steam Vents, so we don't have red the rest of the game. Oh my goodness. This is no good. No bueno. I guess we do have a basic mountain, right? Somewhere? Yeah. That is what we have. Hopefully they don't just, well, Omen of the Sea? Okay. It's fine with me. Tough little game here. Think we're gonna need to rip like a shadow or something here. Oh wait, did we mill our basic mountain too? Oh, we only have basic. Wow. Okay, yeah, we are off red. Wow, that sucks. Key. I don't think we can win this. Oh man. Guess we're taking Teferi. Fantastic. Well, let's hope the Stubborn Denial works. Please. Oh, they didn't even. Wow, okay. Our opponent's just too good. We're at 4 life. Maybe I shouldn't have shocked there. I think we're in trouble. If they hit a land drop, we're so dead. Alright, Fatal Push. Yay. Snapcaster Mage? What does that even do? I don't even think that does anything for us. Yikes. Yikes. Guess we're Fatal Pushing now. Yay. We're getting like 5 for 1 here. And we don't have red mana. And they have a Castle Ardenvale. Okay, I think it's fine to. We can just wrap it up here. We can't beat through. We honestly probably couldn't even beat this land by itself. So that was a tough one. What do we want? We want the Planeswalkers and the K commands for sure. Get rid of all the Fatal Pushes because this card just literally does nothing. Probably can bring in the Brutalities. Dismember's obviously bad. I'm trying to think if there's what else you don't want here. Maybe like a Teamer Battle Rage or something. That's fine though. Maybe it's yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna do Teamer Battle Rage. It's probably gonna be hard to stick a threat against the Prismatic Ending deck, but you know, we'll see if it works. Gurmag Angler is pretty good against them. Obviously not keeping the no-lander. Yeah, this hand's fine. Yeah, we're gonna pitch the... Is that a Thoughtscour or Bolt? Honestly, it's kind of difficult, right? Like, they're both good. Bolt, if we weren't playing against Control, I'd keep the Bolt, but I don't know. I don't think Bolt's gonna do too much against them. Okay. Just Thoughtscour on their instep here. Probably just get a Water Grave. Or we could get a Steam Vents, because we do only run one Steam Vents, which is kind of like awful. We did mill it last time, so I'm just going to do that and play it safe this time. Ooh, look at that one. That's a good one. Alright, we're Thoughtscouring now, and we're just going to slam our Gurmag Angler. Leave a Thoughtscour for Snap, and yeah. It's not a bad start. Unless they have like a Force Spike here, which I don't think is legal. Obviously, Gurmag Angler is pretty horrible against Teferi. That's not a bad one. I think we're just swinging here and holding Snap just to do that, or K command. Because if they play Teferi here, then we'll just play our Snap out, and then we get to trade. If not, we'll just, you know, play Snap anyways. I think we're fine getting a Blood Crypt here. Play our Snap out, see if they want to do anything about this. Probably not. They Charming it? Okay, Counterspell, that's fine. Another K command, jeez. Well, our hand is good. That is for certain. They're saying go. Alright, we'll run it back. It's a counterspell here. Okay. Well. So, let's think. They were just going to K-command them. If they play Teferi, they're pretty much dead. We have 4 points of burn. Oh, they probably have Flusterstorm here, which is like pretty awful, but if we draw a land, they die, so... Oh, no? Okay. That's fine with me. Another zombie fish. Okay, let's see, 1, 2, so let's escalate this. So if they counter it, we can play our Gurmag Angler still. Just pitch the other one, not really relevant. Okay, we got him. Sweet. Sweet. Alright, let's see. I think this is still a fine plan here. I don't think there's anything we want. So let's just have a good hand for game 3 and take it down. Please. We're here in game 3. Let's see if... Oh God, this hand's so close to being good, right? We have a Snap. Yeah, I don't think this is good enough, though. We don't have any disruption, so... Okay, this hand's much better. I think we're going to bottom the land. Just pretty easy bottom land. Let's see, Brutality. Not the best draw in the world, but, you know, we're fine here. How do we want to play this game? Charm is probably the best card in their hand, so we'll take that one. We have Brutality to get rid of Counterspell, which is like fine. It's not amazing, but that's our game plan here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna play it out. We're just gonna brutality them. If they want to counter it, they can. If they don't, that's also fine. Just like a really bad duress here. Yeah, okay. Oh, they have all lands? Okay. They're not playing Yorion, which is kind of interesting. Yet they have omens and whatnot. I wonder if that's just a mistake that they made. That would, I mean, that seems like that would be wrong. Oh god, is this a Teferi? Oh, it's an Ashiok? I haven't seen this card in forever. Alright, untapped land, that's not a fetch. Brr. Well, that's not great. Oh, land? Untapped land? Oh my god, that was like... was that like the luckiest thing I've ever done? Wow. I mean, that was like a perfect sequence of draws there. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty fortunate. But let's see if they have a Teferi here. A Jace. Well, I mean, their two draws were pretty good, right? Think we might be toast here. We're gonna have to K command this down. Which, I mean, we're not like completely dead here, but we're definitely not in the best spot. Okay, so they just have an omen. Or I guess they don't even have an omen. I was wondering why this is the way it is. But I don't know how we're supposed to beat this castle, which is kind of the big issue here. Guess we're just playing Lily and ticking up here. Discard our fetch land. Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough game. 100% going to be a tough one, but we might be able to get there. Like, we tapped out for, what, one turn, and we got, like, max punished. Like, it wasn't even close. They're just attacking us, though? Okay. We might be able to get something here with this Thought Scour. Okay, so the reason we ticked up on Mystical Dispute's a good reason to do that, but... what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess we will just kill here. We'll just kill that. I mean, we kind of just need to buy ourselves some time. Maybe we can get this Liliana to ultimate. They kind of have to down-tick Ashiok this turn. I'm kind of curious what we even have left in our deck, though. Okay, they do that, which is like, you know, whatever. But let's see. We have all but one Shadow left in our deck. Draw another Gurmag Angler, which is not good. Not a good draw. So I guess they're gonna have to attack Lily with one and us with one. God, we're still in like a horrible spot here. They're attacking Lily with both. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Alright, let's just discard this Angler. It's pretty useless. Wait, they held Rest in Peace? Interesting. I don't know if we're in a good position here. This Castle Ardenvale is a problem. Yeah. This Castle Ardenvale is gonna kill us, sadly. Yeah, Lily might be able to win us the game. I mean, we can down tick. Do we have our... We do have a Teamer Battle Rage left, so that is a way to win this game. It's not a bad one. Yeah, I guess we're holding back here. No real reason to attack. Just draw a... Oh wow, they're not even making a token here. Just rip Teamer Battle Rage off the top, please. That's what we need. We got a counter spell for the first spell. Yeah, this is vintage. Good old Death Shadow. Vintage Shadow. Alright, so they kept something on top. I don't know what that is. It's probably a Shark Typhoon or something. They're not attacking. Yeah, it has to be a Shark Typhoon, right? Which I don't know if we can beat that. Oh, it's a Bolt? Okay. Well. Okay. Ugh. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do here. I think it's tokens versus lands. And I guess we'll do the Castle Ardenvale. Something like this. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's what we gotta do. Okay. I guess we're swinging here. They take it? Archmage's Charm? Oh, God. No! Oh, man. That was a close game. But we didn't get there. RIP. Oh, we're so close. So close. Dang. Snapcaster Mage would have been good. Well, rip. So, that's going to do it, though, for the 3 matches. And how do we feel about old Death Shadow? I think the biggest thing that we can take away is that not having Lurrus in the deck is huge. Like, what were we really doing there? Like, that and Ragavan were like the 2 big problems here. And even Expressive Iteration, like, you just can't keep up with what people are doing. Not having Unholy Heat was important. Fatal Push felt pretty shitty. Like, we had a lot of control matchups. We had, I think, 2 control decks, and like, Fatal Push is just a dead card against control, whereas Unholy Heat can at least kill the Planeswalkers, which is really important. Whereas, like, this current list, like, we have 6 dead cards in the control matchup. We don't really have that, like, turn 1 threat that's, like, super good. Teamer Battle Rage is really hard to use when you don't have a threat on the board against control. Like, it's not very good. And like, we ran up against a Solitude at some points, and Solitude's an issue. So overall, the deck seems, it is what it is. It's an older list. The main deck seems very interesting. This is like the first one where we were like, not having Lurrus is just such a big deal. And I don't know, it definitely came up through these games. While the deck still seems good, and Gurmag Angler is like an okay threat, we didn't really come up against Unholy Heat decks, so I'm not sure if this card's actually good or not, but it didn't feel that bad. Like, Prismatic Ending can't hit it, Bolt can't hit it, sometimes Unholy Heat can't hit it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoy, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later.